Hi, I'm Dan Wasson. I'm a producer for Star Wars The Force Unleashed on the Sony PlayStation 2. We're going to show you some of the exciting and unique content on one of our early levels today, but before we get into it, I want to talk a little bit about what The Force Unleashed is all about. First of all, you get to play as Darth Vader's secret apprentice. This is a new character we've created just for these versions of the game, and someone you've never seen before from the Star Wars universe. The game takes place between episodes 3 and 4, which is a new time period that people haven't really seen before in the movie, so we're really excited about giving you more information and insight into what's going on in the galaxy.
Coordinates for Nar Shaddaa are locked. Prepare for light speed.
So what we're going to do is take you to one of the early levels in the game, which is a TIE fighter construction facility. Empire is building these TIE fighters, and Darth Vader sends you to hunt down General Kota, who's attacking the facility. So when you come out on this mission, you're in the middle of this battle. Vader's told you, leave no witnesses. That's because Darth Vader doesn't want the Emperor to know who you are. So right off the bat, you can see that the place has been under attack, there's fires burning, and there's guards, some of Kota's guards, who are blocking your way. So I've got Ben here with me today helping show off some of the awesome powers. Right there he's using grip. He really easily can pick something up. Right there he just did a repulse. Repulse is a big power that sends these big shockwaves flying out. You've got lightning. Right off the bat, you're able to charge up your enemies, zap them with lightning. And you combine these things together to do really powerful attacks. So we really set out to push the envelope with the PlayStation 2 and make it as powerful and as exciting as possible. This idea of the Force Unleashed is about blowing guys away and sending them flying in every direction. And you can really do that on the PS2 by using everything in the environment as a weapon, by sending enemies ragdolling. It looks realistic, it looks like fun, and it makes you feel really powerful. Some of these rooms you have an opportunity to take out a whole lot of guys at the same time, and you can see how crazy it gets right off the bat with guys going flying, explosions. You've got a lot of ways to defeat your enemies, so you can be really creative as you find your way through the game. So one of the cool powers that's kind of a little Easter egg is you can actually grip a turret with the Force, and a Jedi doesn't stop and use a gun turret, but he can use his mind to control it and take enemies out. So the game's set up to let you upgrade your powers and buy new combos as you go through. You start out pretty powerful. You've got lightning and push and your lightsaber, but as you defeat enemies, you can unlock more and more powers, and they get bigger, do more damage, and really help you kick a lot more butt as you go through the game.
Where is the Jedi?
One of the interesting things about the Secret Apprentice when you start the game is that you're kind of allowed to be a bad guy. You're going out on these missions doing the bidding of Darth Vader. So for once in the Star Wars universe, we give you the opportunity to kind of see what it's like to play with the dark side. We give you powers like Choke, which normal Jedis wouldn't use, but because Vader's trained you, Vader's definitely the master of the Choke, you're going to see that employed in some of these scenes where you can pick guys up, and you can actually use it in real time as well. It's a different way to defeat your enemies, but definitely effective. One of the cool things about working with the Chrome team was that we were able to develop these levels early, so we're going to find a lot of unique rooms and puzzles. It's the same story as the next-gen versions, but we do it in a different way. So level design is very unique. You're not going to have the same experience that you have on the next-gen versions at all. Now, as Darth Vader's Secret Apprentice, you're going to start out with this costume that you see right now, but as you play through the game, you'll unlock more. Those are rewards for beating bosses at the end of levels. Generally, you're going to get a costume, you're going to unlock new powers, and then you can play those costumes, you can put them on wherever you like at the start of a level. So one of the cool parts of this level is the mini-boss fight against the AT-ST. You're going to go up against something this big in other parts of the game, but this is the first time you see something that's this large, so you're going to have to kind of come up with new strategies to take them out. You can't run up and whack on with your lightsaber, it's going to step on you. Kind of forces you to re-examine how you're going to defeat something that's this big and this powerful. One of the things we try to do in these little rooms is we close them off. They're like arenas, and we fill them with different weapons that you can use. One of the things you can do in here is you can take these big electrical towers and pick them up, smash them into the AT-ST. That's going to do a lot more damage than maybe a small barrel or something tiny. If you do that enough, you'll figure out, hey, that's the best way to beat this guy. When you do enough damage to a boss like this, you see the icon appears on screen and you can go in for the finishing move. And the finishing move makes you match different button presses, which happen randomly. And if you do it with the right timing, you're going to be able to do lots of damage to this boss, and ultimately you get the big payoff at the end. And you get to smash them, crush them up in a ball. So I don't think anybody's ever seen anything like that before in a game. Okay, so we just gave you a small glimpse at the TIE Fighter Construction Factory on the PlayStation 2, and this is really the tip of the iceberg. You've got these huge powers, these big combos that you're going to unlock as you go through the game and get more powerful as Darth Vader's secret apprentice. We're also going to give you a lot of unique content that you won't find in the next-gen systems, like our Jedi Temple missions, Nar Shaddaa Bar. These are really cool places that you've never seen before in the Star Wars universe.